What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of It's Not Complicated, where we talk about various watch complications, and today we're going to explore water resistance. It is 10:30 a.m. Let's get down to business.
Actually, water resistance is not a complication at all. Hi, I'm Dr. Corbin Poopsreach, not to be confused with Professor Finkel Poop Schmier. He's not a medical doctor, and I wouldn't trust him to teach you about heating up a DiGiorno pizza, let alone the intricacies of horology. Come with me. To truly understand water resistance, we must first understand water itself. Wow, wet and nice. Reminds me of a woman. I shouldn't say that.
The chemical makeup of water is actually quite simple and elegant. Two hydrogen atoms bonded to one oxygen atom. This is represented by the chemical formula H2O. Each hydrogen atom shares a pair of electrons with the oxygen atom, forming a covalent bond. The oxygen atom is a higher electronegativity than the hydrogen atoms, which means it attracts the shared electrons more strongly. This results in a slight negative charge on the oxygen atom and a slight positive charge on each hydrogen atom. This polarity is what gives water many of its unique properties, such as its ability to dissolve a wide range of substances and its high surface tension.
In fact, speaking of H2O, as a medical doctor and scientist, I come in contact with water on a daily basis. In fact, one of my favorite experiments was when I first got my medical license revoked. I introduced a plugged-in toaster into the bathtub filled with water that I was sitting in. Unfortunately, the circuit breaker popped, and now I have a new lease on life. And I am in therapy thanks to better health. Back to you, time teller.
Thank you. Listen, there's really 5 key takeaways when it comes to understanding water resistance in watches. First, measurement units. Water resistance in wristwatches is usually measured in meters, feet, atmospheres, or ATM, or bar. Each unit represents a level of pressure the watch can withstand. Generally, 10 meters, or 1 bar or atmosphere, represents the pressure exerted by still water at that depth. And again, this is under laboratory conditions. Next, we should talk about misconceptions of depth. The depth ratings like 30 meters, 50 meters, 100 meters, these do not indicate the actual depth a watch can be taken underwater. For instance, a watch rated at 30 meters might usually be able to withstand slight rain or drizzle, but it should by no means be taken 30 meters underwater. Let's look at some common water resistance ratings and their typical usages. 30 meters, usually resistant to some slight rain or splashes. 50 meters. Watches with this water resistance rating can usually withstand shallow swimming. 100 meters. These watches are usually suitable for swimming and snorkeling. 200 meters and above. These watches can be used for high-impact water sports and diving. Next, let's talk about testing conditions. Water resistance is tested in still or static conditions. Wearing a watch on your wrist and moving it around underwater increases the pressure on the watch significantly. Therefore, a higher rating water resistance is recommended for wearing a watch underwater. And finally, let's talk about maintenance. Over time, a watch's water resistance can diminish greatly. This is predominantly due to wear and tear on the watch's seals and gaskets. It's very important to have these components tested, replaced, and repaired regularly. The last thing you want is to pick up a Rolex Submariner that you've had in your family for a very long time, wear it in the pool, and then find out you've ruined it. The easiest way to make sure your watch is safe for swimming is to take it to a watchmaker and have them do a simple pressure test. These precautions are necessary to make sure your watch's water resistance rating is good to go. Remember, your watch's water resistance rating is not a permanent thing, which means it requires regular maintenance and precautions to ensure the integrity of your watch. So, now you know water resistance. It's not complicated. And there you have it, guys. Another one in the books. I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the time teller, and always remember I didn't invent time. I just tell it.